A typical day is like you wake up, you need money, you need breakfast, you gotta panhandle, and that's tough.
Well, I lost my job and my apartment within 2 weeks of each other, uh, about 2 years ago. I had to make some quick decisions and had my daughter to stay with her godmother for what I thought was going to be about 60 days, at the most 90.
If you're homeless, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta live where you gotta live.
And I have learned to navigate through the homeless process by just pulling on different skill sets that I've had or developed growing up. Outside of my academic education, there's just some things that you have to learn to maneuver and navigate when you find yourself on the street and having to adjust to that subculture.
Uncomfortable when I look out and I see, because we've found needles, drug paraphernalia out in front of the store.
Unfair treatment and a lot of microaggressions, we say, and there's a lot of marginalization of the homeless because people think that we are invisible.
Yeah, there's only so much we can do. We can't force people to take help if they don't want it.
Not invisible, but if they treat us that way, then they don't have to see the problem. They don't have to recognize the problem for what it is. And that is a lack of affordable housing, a lack of interest to rehabilitate people and help people to find jobs and housing. Even more importantly, clean clothes and a place to take a shower. We're out here next to a hotel who has never yet offered a shower when they're not fully booked.
Oh, I would say dedication, and like persistence and dedication to just being not homeless.
However, yeah, there are those who choose to live this way, and we can't forget about those people either.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed today's videos. A few things that I want to touch on is that sometimes, we've been doing this homeless thing for a little bit now, and I'm starting to find out that a lot of them actually choose to be homeless. But let's talk about the real situation of the homeless. Like a buddy of mine said, he said, why are so many people homeless when they can have something to save, or at least save something to build money on, and don't even have to be in that situation? I know everybody ain't the same, don't nobody think the same, but it's something to think about. But a lot of times these problems that as far as they being homeless, a lot of it is us. It's because we're not managing our money right, because we're not handling certain situations the way we need to, and we letting everybody think for us, and we're not thinking for ourselves. We want stuff handed to us, but we don't want to go out and get it. And on the other hand, if you look on the other side, you can look at it as, really, it's just a Ponzi scheme, to be honest with you, starting from the president all the way down through all the branches of law, everybody that's got control on whether you got land, money, property, whatever it is. They're going to keep you in the same boat because that's what you've been programmed to do, to work for them, to make their money, to go ahead and feed them while you're sitting up here struggling, because just like they gave you a job today, you can be gone tomorrow. You don't even have to be, you could be making money and be well off. Like in one of the videos I just showed you. This lady, she is a bachelor, she holds a bachelor and master's degree, going for a second one, all kinds of educated, but she's living on the street. So it ain't just one paycheck away no more, just like a buddy of mine told me. It can be any paycheck. But the thing is, are you going to put yourself in that situation where you got to live paycheck to paycheck, or are you going to put yourself in a situation where you can have something to save up, to fall back on, and to start something with? You got to think about this. How did the government get started? Somebody used their brain and thought about it so they can make money off of everybody else. Hey, you got to use your brain to do for yourself. You can't rely on nobody to do it for you but yourself. Some people, they can avoid being homeless. Some people can't. The ones that like to be out there being homeless is because they don't want the responsibility of being told what to do anymore or how they need to do it because they know they're supposed to be free in the first place. Ain't none of us free. We all working for somebody. We all doing things for somebody we don't want to do. So are we really free, or are we still enslaved in a different way? So you got to think about that. But I hope everybody enjoys the show. I hope everybody likes, share, and subscribe. We hope to see y'all back again. Till later.